What's up, guys? Bar Top Reviews coming back at it. Got this big boy box for some figs. I'm kind of hoping it works with them. I did get it for the Star Wars characters for some photography shots. Looking online at the set, not only would it be great for these guys, it does work for, other scales like G.I. Joe and stuff too. Mandalorian, plastic cape. Gotta get me a cloth cape for that. But that's not what we're here for right now. We're here for this. So, off on one side, not the other. Okay. Ooh. Wow, 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 wow. Here we go. It's a box in a box. It's probably going to be a lot of noise, so I'll be right back. Have I been paused this whole time? And I'm sitting here talking about this set for the past minute? Wow, I feel so stupid. Anyway, Bar Top Reviews. Don't drink and do Bar Top Reviews. That's what I'm saying. So, got this set from Extreme Sets directly. Now that it's kind of out of the box, I already kind of started building stuff here. I thought this was a floor mat. It's actually not. It's actually the door because it's double-sided. This is the actual floor that it's going to lay on top of. And what I was saying before, when I thought it was recording, is you can kind of put this in a way of doing something like this, kind of giving this like a long hallway type deal, giving some nice shots, even using the floor panels, which is cool. The majority of this set, there's another piece that goes in here, so it's not complete, but just the door. What I was saying was this goes like this, so you can have this sliding down. It'll give you that, door is closed, so as the guards are coming up, it'll open up. If you're good at stop motion or something, you know what you're doing. The other cool thing is you can angle these in certain ways. And if you know how to do certain things, you can almost line these up a little bit and get them to look in certain shots like he's coming out of it without having to build the entire set. I mean, you can get away with 3 pieces. And stuff like that. I really gotta get him a cloth cape. This thing drives me up a wall. But that's kind of what that is. I mean, this is really just the full set is actually just box on box on box all the way across, and they lay across the floor mats. I would build this right now because it's super easy. I do recommend when you're doing it to really be careful because it is pre-bent, so you know where to bend it. You do have to be careful because sometimes with Extreme Sets, you go to bend it and it'll bend right down the middle, and you don't want to do that because then you'll leave a crease. Just so you know, my silliness has already done that right here. You see that crease? You can't see it on the outside. It's fairly a sturdy cardboard. So I recommend when you do build these, take your time, don't rush them. Also, again, these sets are perfect for Star Wars. They're great for G.I. Joe, any type of, sci-fi characters or anything like that. I've seen a lot of people build these before, and I'm not the first to think about it. I want to say it was Rocco the Great maybe not. He might have mentioned it. The inside of these, you get a magic marker and you color it black. The old sets were like this. You can see that right here. It was cardboard on the inside of these. So you would have to, you got a magic marker just to black out this in case it didn't flush well, didn't sit well flush. You'd see cardboard instead of black. This set looks like they took the initiative of that and gave you black on the inside. So that's huge for the doors. But originally, I think it was him or some other YouTuber I followed that they had recommended you do that. Some other guys like Greg Cook, what he does is he glues them so they're firm. It's actually pretty smart, since once you build it, you don't want to take it apart, because again, it's not plastic, it's cardboard, and over time, on again, off again, on again, off again, it's going to wear it down. Cool thing about this is there's no wrong way to put it. It looks like the majority of it all goes this way, just based off this, from the pipes being up here. So you can kind of set it up in a way of any way you really want. You know, you can even do, you know, walls, kind of like this, you know, kind of have them going that way, kind of give it a little bit more different illusion, if you will. And that's really what it is. When you're taking photography pictures with these, you want to make them as realistic, I guess, in the process, but also have fun with it. So, sorry, this may take a minute. I really wasn't really planning on building it, to be honest. I just kind of wanted to look through it really quick, but it looks like we're gonna build some of it. And again, it's just an empty box on the inside, guys. I mean, this is, if you're out and about and you want to have certain things, let's say you're outside and you're like, oh, you know what? There's a spot in my yard where if I could put something like this in the trees or like in that little bush area, you can throw your guys in there, you know, and now you got storage for them. Just a thought. I might be the first one to say that about that idea. Probably not. Usually if I've thought about it, I'm sure 100 other people have already thought about it. There you go. You get a couple of walls, put them next to each other. You know, if you really want to get creative, you can. And again, this is not on a level ground because half the floor mats here, half the door is there. And you just have fun with it. Like Bob Ross said, you're just going to put a happy tree over there. You know, you could even kind of turn them a little bit, give them a little bit of a curve. They don't have to be perfect either. You know, you can also have these bad floor mats over here. Kind of have it like that, so it kind of gives it depth a little bit. Or you can also have them like, if you really want to get like creative, kind of have him mixed in the hallway that way, and him coming down. Just ideas, you know, throw some stormtroopers there. Anything is possible with this. Anything and everything. So let's see if we can find some more pieces. This is not complete, by the way. There's a piece that does go in here. I don't know if I said it already. So I want to find that piece to build. That's really what I'm looking for. While I plow through these really quick. Is this piece right there. So it slides in. So I should just look for that now instead of going crazy, since I already showed you that. So it looks like you get two. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, okay, you get another. Oh wow, this is like scattered everywhere. You're gonna get a bunch of. So you get 4 of these, 4 floor mats or tiles, if you will, that kind of they'll tab into each other and they'll lay flat, so you can move all the stuff around. Again, if you're really good, you can kind of make a hanger or a long hallway and that's kind of cool. It looks like we do get another one of these with a smaller door that'll slide to give you that illusion, like a garage door type deal. So that's cool. So you get four of these. I'm losing my mind right now. Hold on a second. That's a lot. Let's try and keep this somewhat together. So you get 4 floor mats. So that's cool. 2 doors, which means you're going to get 2 of these entrance pieces, which is cool. So I'm going to put this one over here. And it looks like we get how many of these? 1, 2, 3. So you're going to get 3 of these big ones, 3 of these little ones. Real world, look at the thing. You get 3 big ones, 3 little ones, and 2 doors, 4 floor mats. And now this is what I'm talking about. Here we go. So the big one, and there's also these pieces. So we want to see. You have to kind of look a little bit. They're pre-bent in certain areas. Looks like they've been that way. Now the question is, which one's the big one, which one's the small one? According to the shapes, this one is the big one. And what this one does is, this one looks like it wraps. So you want to bend these and these so they're going to fit in the doorway. This kind of wraps this way. Again, try and be careful with this, because again, it is cardboard. Doesn't really give you much of a, I feel like I did that wrong. I feel like it has to go this way. I feel like you're gonna end up seeing this in the actual door. And it's in the frame. So I'm gonna move this one here. Let's grab these. Now, this one's smaller, so this one's gonna be you. So right now it's very similar to that. I almost lost the whole set. This is going to go this way, so it kind of fits in. This piece is going to go down so it grips the bottom. If I remember correctly, this goes this way. Now this was always the tricky part, because when you get certain spots, you don't want it to catch the other part of the cardboard where it could rip. Now, that goes that way. So now when you look at it, now you have a pass-through. But door. Now, the doors are not the same size, so you want the longer door. Now, just for my own humor here, if you have it in the back, you give yourself a three-dimensional look. If you have it in the front, it kind of just covers that. So you really just, I like the look of it like this because you're losing all this detail, all that extra hard work in there. So let's try and get this. This is the part that I don't recommend doing without seeing what you're doing. So you want to take this piece out so you can kind of see straight down what you're sliding into. You know what I mean? You don't want to rip any cardboard if you don't have to. And again, it might be a little bit on the snug side. So if it's too snug, let's take it out and try the back side. Maybe this piece is too big, so let's try. I feel like this one is too small. I feel like it'll be the other one. But just for argument, if you like the look of that, kind of changes it up. Otherwise, you put it that way, and now you have a nicer feel to it. And then when you put that piece in, it pushes down on everything, and it holds it nicer. Me personally, I like to have one open and one closed. So just so you have a little bit of something, so you can have like a look through one into there. You have him almost like he's coming out of there, which I know he's not going to stand because it's not level. But if you have the piece, there you go. So just, let's just put him there. Almost like a shadow box type deal, but like even that just gives you like real world vibes that he's coming through. If you're NECA fans and you have Alien figures, this is great for that. If you are a Star Wars fan, this is perfect for that. If you are just a person who loves toy photography and you like to put your characters in different scenarios, this is perfect. If you have display cases and you want a little something added to your background, these are perfect. They don't take up a lot of room. They do break down, so you can flatten them out like this and then store them back in their box. You know, most dioramas are not going to fold all the way down to like nothing and then store in a box. So it is, if you're somebody who's limited on space, these are perfect for that. If you're somebody who just loves taking pictures with their stuff and you need something good to take a picture with, these are great. I personally, I love them. I can't say enough about them. I know the video's gone on for a little bit, but these are definitely worth a look. You know, just get yourself a set, try it out for yourself. You'll love it. If you don't, then you don't. You know, maybe you'll find something else that works for you. I know NECA did a Ninja Turtle set where it's kind of just like what I used before in a couple of my pictures or a couple of videos as well. But this is really, for the price, for the bang, for everything, definitely worth it. So thanks for stopping by, guys. Cheers.